What is up, guys? What is up? What is up? What is up? Can everybody hear me loud and clear? Let me know in the chat if everything is working, guys. Let me know if everything is working. I hope everybody is doing well. Welcome back to another YouTube stream, guys. Let me know if the audio is good and yeah, if everything is working all right for you. Let me know if everything is working all right. Brazil. Tuning in all the way from Brazil, Marcelo. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, fantastic, guys. Super happy to see you all back here on the stream. As you can see, it is another cloudy day here in Amsterdam, as it is every single bloody day. Luckily, it's not raining as it has been doing for the past few days, where we had quite a lot of rain. Just so annoying. You go outside and you just get absolutely soaked. But I'm so happy to have you all here back. So I see everybody's representing their country once again. We have Namibia, India, obviously, as always, Romania, Germany, Jamaica, Somalia, Malaysia. Amazing, guys. Thank you so much for joining in and placing your trust in receiving some great analysis again from myself. So before we kick off, make sure to leave a like on the stream, guys, and then we're gonna dive in. Yeah, I'm doing all right, guys. Thank you so much for asking. Been super busy, but yeah, just always feeling blessed that I'm able to share my insights, share my opinion, and share what I'm personally looking at within the markets for today.
US oil shorts.
Let's have a look. So in the meantime, Rutger is shouting that he's looking at US oil shorts. So we're gonna have a check on that now as well. And then, yeah, obviously, as always, we're just going to give you guys a quick update on what the major dollar pairs are doing for today. Yeah, spot any potential trades. There was a nice trade opportunity, I think, this morning on AUDUSD, which some of you maybe were able to take based on this morning's market outlook. So, yeah, let's have a check on what is going on. And, yeah, let's just see. So, over here, first of all, we have EURUSD. So EURUSD has continued with the overall trend down lower, pretty much as expected. As you guys know, all week we've been calling pretty much for some downside. The only thing that I was also mentioning was that I was a little bit hesitant on shorting this any further due to the fact that we still had a daily area of demand over here. And as you can see, we've now taken out that daily area of demand and we have broken the daily fractal low. So once again, guys, what is the daily fractal low? Well, very simply said, when we talk about fractal structure, we always look at the market structure on individual candlesticks. So we had over here, and I've mentioned it every single day, but I'm going to do it again because I really want you guys to understand this concept as good as possible, is that we have the push up. We break this previous high, and now we saw a retracement in towards what? Well, that previous area of demand. So obviously a lot of people looking for longs inside of this demand zone, but as we know, we didn't really get any confirmation on the lower time frame, and now what's happened is that we've broken the daily fractal low, meaning that this over here is now your daily fractal high. So I'm pretty happy that this has now happened, because for myself now the daily fractal aligns with the overall bias on EU, which is definitely a short. So we can see we get the push down, we get the correction, we get another push down, we get a correction. So now I'm just waiting for the next push down once again. So now what we have here is that we have gotten a daily fractal low break. So what we're now looking at are potentially some further shorts in towards the downside. So then we drop down in towards the 4-hour time frame, and now obviously with CPI news, so I'm not very interested in getting in a trade at this very moment. But we can see that we've kind of seen a spike down, grab some liquidity. So maybe, who knows, we're going to see some more range happen over here. But overall, still the bias is a short on EU, with this currently being your protected high. So as long as this high over here remains protected, it should still make sense for EU to sell off. Though I must say I'm not very interested in trading EU at this point in time, because as we can see, the market conditions here are getting a little bit choppy. So waiting for some new momentum to kick in once again. So that's a little bit on EU, but overall looking good for some further downside, maybe tomorrow and definitely next week as well. Let's check in on US oil, because Rutger was just mentioning US oil. Maybe he can come over here and just quickly explain what he is looking at. Right, you have time to come here, maybe run us through US oil?
Sure.
So This is obviously the great thing, guys. Rutger is just sitting opposite me. So, Rutger, first of all, say hi to everybody.
Hi, guys.
You have 300 people watching.
Back on the stream. Not singing a song yet because I need
more
to
in the
run
mic,
in
more
a
in the
sec. But let's see.
You have to talk into the mic.
Close to the mic, guys. So US oil. We took daily liquidity over here. Then moving into the 4-hour time frame, we can clearly see we have this supply zone getting tested for the second time. So this early sellers move got taken out. We now see the 4-hour fractal shift over here. And if you then look at the 1 hour, we even have a double 1 hour fractal, which makes it even more beautiful, right? So boom, over here, guys, double fractal. And now we can enter on the 30-minute imbalance candle, so 50% body candle, guys, you know the drill. Then we can go in for a safe entry, stop loss above the strong high, right? And then we can target these lows for a 1 to 3, but I think there's even more swing potential. There is this bullish leg, so what we do want to take into account is the premium versus discount. So if you can see, if this move was to correct to the 50% and then make a new higher high, we're already out, right? Because we then are exiting our position above the 50% level. So this is what I'm looking at for US oil, signal dropping in a second.
All right, guys. So that was a quick in between there of Rutger. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Big shout out to Rutger as always, guys. Let me know if you want to see him more often, because then hopefully I can drag him all the way from across his desk over to this side of the office. But yeah, looking at those potential oil shorts after grabbing liquidity above the highs and now obviously giving a 4-hour fractal break. So let's keep an eye on that. Furthermore, what other pairs are we looking at, guys? Drop down what pair you are looking at, and also give me, are you long or short? And let me also know, obviously, what level or what price level you're looking at, guys. Don't just mention a pair, because that's really just a waste of time. Please mention the pair, mention the price level, and what would be even better is if you also mention what you're actually looking at. That would help me as well, obviously, analyze whatever you want me to do. Fabio, does supply and demand strategy work on all pairs? Yes, supply and demand works for every single pair out there, guys. So here we see Top G in CAD yen sells from 107.93, TP here at 107.33, left the runner. Congrats. Let's see what that setup was on CAD yen. So CAD yen overall, let's have a quick look. So CAD yen overall tapped obviously into this daily area of supply over here. So again, as you guys know, we just recognize supply zone every single time in the same way. So we have the buy up before the sell down. Then indeed we have a nice liquidity high positioned right below that area of supply. Then you drop down in towards the 4-hour time frame. What is going on over there? So on the 4-hour time frame, very similar. We build up some nice liquidity above the supplies or below the supply zone once again, because you could refine the supply zone to either this, maybe even to here, but then you wouldn't have tapped into that zone. But to the most recent buy before the sell, that is always a nice area to place your supply zone on. And then you can very obviously see that we just failed to tap in towards that supply zone. We build up some liquidity below it, and then we tap in, and then we see the real sell-off. So that's a beautiful example of grabbing liquidity right below a level of supply. So let's have a quick look. Going towards the 1-hour time frame, what did we see over there? So you were looking at a sell from 107.93. Yeah, so you entered pretty much exactly on that 4-hour order block and above the liquidity high. That was a nice entry over there in towards the downside. So yeah, it looks good, man. Nice one to leave a runner on. I would place my stop loss a little bit wider maybe, but you would be running in some good profits now. So let's see if we can take out the equal lows. That would be nice on CAD yen over here. Let's have a look. Okay, next one. Fabio, can you briefly go a bit over sweep areas, how that works? Yeah, we'll drop or dive into sweep areas very, very soon. Let's see. Okay, so we see EURUSD shorts from 1.5505. God, I would wait with EU now just because there was some heavy news on the dollar pairs just now. So let's wait for the dollar pairs to kind of like rebalance a bit for now. I would say the same for GU. Personally, I'm not a big fan of trading GBPUSD at this point in time, just because GU is in a range. As you can see, we hit the range low now, and it's just stuck in this box for now. So I'm staying out of pound USD. But that's my personal opinion. Could you guide learning material for supply and demand zones? Yeah, so there's a video on this channel recently just dropped. I think it was yesterday. Check that video out and it will help. NZDSwiss longs. Okay, let's have a look at NZDSwiss longs, guys. What is happening on NZDSwiss? So yeah, NZDSwiss, first of all, very, very nice if you got into a long, because if we just drop down in towards the daily real quick, what you can see here is that we have been pretty much just chopping downwards. What happened actually is that here again we saw a fractal low break, but then we saw a fractal high break of this high over here. Then after that daily fractal high break, I think we saw a retracement. Yeah, so look here on the 4-hour time frame, what happened was already like the initial aggressive entry was over here, for example, where you get like the push down, pull back, push down, you break up over here, straight away retrace, and then you push out straight away. And then even if you would have refined, so you refine that area of demand, you can very clearly see what a beautiful tap you get into this demand zone, and then straight away you shoot out of it. If you look here on the 1-hour time frame as well, you can see how beautiful the connection has been now with this sell before the buy up. A nice connection. So yeah, looks good. Yeah, to take out some more highs now on NZDSwiss. The only thing I don't like about it is that overall the daily is bearish. So do keep that in mind, that the overall momentum is bearish here on NZDSwiss. So I wouldn't hold it too long. But that is just my personal opinion on it. What is your win rate? Around 40% at the moment, with a 1 to 3 risk to reward. AUDUSD shorts. Yeah, I mean, guys, AU and NU, it's all been very similar, but AU shorts still make sense. If we look at the daily time frame, again, I break down the dollar pairs every single morning, but what we can see here on AU, again, is that all we do is simply the same repetitive process. Here we have the fractal high, here we have the fractal low. You can see that the market retraced into premium, right? So into the gray zone, and then inside the gray zone, what happened over there, we start seeing a reversal down lower, drop down in towards the 1-hour time frame. You see the 1-hour change of character after this low break over here. You go in towards the 15-minute time frame, and then obviously you see the 15-minute order flow pushing the market down lower so far, right? So with order flow, I just mean the buy up before the sell over here, then again the buy up before the sell over here, and now again the buy up before the sell over here is currently pushing the market down lower. But for myself, I mean, AU has already made its move. I would not really want to get in anymore. If you're in a position, congratulations, but it's a little bit too late to get into AUDUSD, as the move down has already been made. Because if you look at the 4-hour time frame, the 4-hour time frame currently has buyers in control. So here you can see that we've now made a connection with the overall sell before the buy. So here you have the sell before the buy, and it remains bullish as long as this low over here holds on the 4-hour. So it's a little bit too risky to get into sells at the moment, as we've already made the connection over here with the 4-hour demand zone. So let's have a look. What else? AUDUSD shorts. Yeah, so we just discussed that. For me, too late. Guys, I need to know a price level. Where are you looking to go long from? Where are you looking to go short from? So Euro Yen, would you want to get in a long from the current 15-minute demand zone? So for me, Euro Yen is very similar to like what GU is doing at the moment, in the sense that it's pretty consolidative. Yeah, overall it does look good from this area of demand, but then on the other hand, if we look here at the 1-hour time frame, it's moving a little bit sideways at the moment. Like this is not the ideal market condition to get in. According to my strategy, I would prefer much more to get into a market like this over here, where we are clearly trending and not moving sideways. A good example would be, let's see, what is GJ doing? What is USD Yen doing? Yeah, these yen pairs are moving a little bit consolidated, but I like, for example, I like USD Yen a little bit more. USD Yen has a nice area of demand over here, and it has nice equal lows as well. This is something that I like a little bit more. So now, for example, if we see some lower time frame trend shift happen, so we grab the liquidity. Now, for example, if we see something like this, we could get into a nice long position. But we need to wait now for the bullish momentum to kick in. So let's take out this high on UJ and then look for some longs, guys. Let's wait for UJ. I like UJ, but for me, this is not what I like to trade, because where are you going to place your stop loss if you go long now? On UJ, like obviously you want to place your stop loss underneath the demand zone, right? So let's say you go long now. Are you going to place your stop loss just underneath this low? Nah, that wouldn't make sense. Like, are you going to place it underneath here? No, because then the risk to reward is very bad and you have 100 pip stop loss. So I would personally wait for a setup like this. Let's wait for that to happen, where we take out the high over here, right? Then we get a retracement down, and then we just wait for something like this inside there, where we get a nice tight stop loss, and then you already have like a 1 to 2 at least in towards this high over here. That is what I prefer on USD yen. Looking at GBPJPY, let's have a look at that one. So GBPJPY here on the daily. So first of all, the daily time frame obviously broke fractal structure up. We can clearly see that we pretty much grabbed liquidity underneath this low and then start reversing up higher. Break of this daily fractal high was confirmation for that. Now going in towards the 4-hour time frame, what do we have over here? We have a little bit of uncertainty, I would say. I don't like GJ too much now. I would really prefer trading UJ, because UJ also has bullish fractal structure on the 4-hour time frame. So what I mean by that is that this is now your protected low, and this is now the high to break. So you're in a bullish range where you already retraced in towards the 50% level on UJ, right? And you can see how beautifully that 50% level is acting as a level of support and resistance. Whereas if you go into GBPJPY and you look at what it's now doing, you can very clearly see that it broke the fractal high, and now it broke the fractal low, and now this is supply that is in control based on daily fractal structure. So it could just do like something like this, take out these equal lows, and then, for example, start reversing again. So therefore, I don't prefer trading GJ. I would prefer UJ, in my personal opinion. USDCAD long. Let's have a look. Yeah, I mean, USDCAD still makes sense to long it. Going into the 4-hour time frame. Let's see. I don't really see anything in this. I don't really see anything in this to be very, very true. Also looking at this 4-hour, it doesn't make a lot of sense to myself. I mean, yeah, we're trading bullish with this as our fractal high and this as our low. So yeah, it is trading bullish, but to me, the 1-hour is trading a little bit more bearish, where we now just grab liquidity above this, so it could just sell off one more time. Like, let's wait for something a little bit more clear. USDCAD is not clear in my opinion. I just trade the major dollar pairs, Florim, and the yen pairs as well. Do you have a group? Yeah, I mean, you can just join the free Discord community. Link is in the description of this video. EURUSSwiss long, Swiss cut rates by 50 basis points. Yeah, EURUSSwiss is, let's see, pushing up higher. I would personally watch out with trading EuroSwiss. Just the main reason for that being is that we have like a massive level of support and resistance over here. So I'm not very interested in buying into this. Obviously, we don't trade support and resistance, but we do trade common sense. And common sense is that you have a major area of support and resistance here. So I personally do not really favor trading this. But it's nice to see at least some normal price action come into the market, as opposed to what was over here. So yeah, good to see that. But even here on USDSwiss, I mean, overall, if you trade, let's say, consolidation range, you could even say, let's just say for the theory that this is like the range that you're trading. You can very clearly see that we kind of like fake out on the range low, and then over here we see the fractal high break of this high over here, and then you get a beautiful retracement in towards this demand zone, right? Boom, boom. Like absolute beautiful scenes from a 4-hour perspective. Very, very nice. So to be honest, the long has already taken place, and then if you would have wanted to get in on another entry, this is then your 4-hour demand zone, and then you can see here you already tapped into it. Let's say you want to trade that again. Look at the lower time frame being the 1 hour to the 15-minute. Yeah, I mean, there's not really an entry here. I also don't trade like these news impulses. Like, the move has already happened, and we just have to accept the fact that we're not in it. Let's have a look. Gold. So let's have a look at gold. So I was looking for a long on gold this morning, but the thing is that we're currently just pushing down lower and lower. I was actually looking just to take out this fake area of supply. The reason being because there's no liquidity in the push down, and it made a nice connection with the overall uptrend. For now, I'm targeting this low on gold and then maybe another push up. Going into the daily time frame, we can see, however, that we did make a nice connection with this daily area of supply. But a supply zone is just a reaction point, right? In overall, what is a bullish market, right? So we see the bullish market, we expect a retrace, and we expect another push up. Now, push up will never be in one go, right? What you see in a push up is that you always have these reaction points, and these reaction points are just like imbalance candles or supply and demand zones that push the market down lower. So for example, over here, you have like an imbalance, and you see that the market comes in there, and then it just provides like a reaction for a little bit of downside, and then eventually pushes up higher again. Then once again over here, we have this imbalance. It pushes the market down lower, but then it just continues up higher again. It doesn't really break structure. It doesn't really cause any real low breaks, right? And that's what you'll see time and time over and over again. As well over here, like you have some imbalance, like some supply in a buy up before sell down, and you see some initial reaction, but it's just kind of like the pullback in the way up. So this is again expected just to provide like a minor reaction before then pushing the market up higher again. So I'm still interested in looking for further upside on gold. What I'm now looking at here is just purely again what we do time and time over again. Let me just remove this odd limit. Is the fact that we broke daily fractal structure over here. So therefore this is then your daily fractal low, and overall we're trading in a bullish range on gold, which is this range over here in between the two black lines. So again, 4 hour demand, or excuse me, 4 hour bullish range over here, and then what you have over here a demand zone. So we already tapped into it this morning, therefore I was really interested in looking for further upside, but who knows, maybe we're going to come into this refined area of demand, take out this liquidity low, which is very likely what we're going to be doing now. As you can see, it's pushing pretty hard lower. Take out that liquidity low, and then maybe look for some further upside once again. But let's give gold some time to form kind of like a stable base. Give it some time in here, and then really start shifting trend before getting in on any longs, because for now there's too much bearish pressure. Yeah, sure guys, if you're interested in really joining regular classes and understanding the entire strategy and getting education not only from myself but also from the rest of the team, so I mean like Mitchell, Jelle, Oscar, Thomas, everybody, Rutger, in total like 7 coaches. We're currently working on a dedicated program for you guys. You can already apply early over here. It's not live or anything yet, but you can apply for the website. It's here in the chat of this stream, guys, if you're interested in just understanding the strategy overall. This is a very special program for 2025, so it's going to be kind of like fast track into getting funded, where we go a little bit more in depth, but it's only for very select few individuals. So if you're really interested, you can fill in the form, not mandatory or anything obviously, but if you are interested, make sure to fill it in. Are you in any trades at the moment? No, I'm not, Links, not in any trades at the moment. I'm waiting personally together with you guys to look for a nice trade. Let's see if we get any nice opportunities. That is what we're currently waiting for. Rutger has an oil short, if I'm not mistaken, from this supply zone at the moment, which is now running into profit. So let's see that run and push down lower. But furthermore, I'm waiting for some better opportunities. Obviously, my main pairs are the Patrick. We already did US oil, man. At the beginning of the stream, you can just scroll back. But yeah, myself, I mainly trade the dollar pairs, right? So we just had major dollar news, so therefore staying out at the moment. But we are seeing a nice push down, guys. At least from EURUSD, we are. A nice push down after retracing exactly into this 50-minute order block once again. So a nice push down from that 50-minute area of supply. Let's see it push, man. I'm really hoping for a nice, strong bearish candle close today. That would be really good, guys, because then we can finally get in on some real shorts on EU for the rest of the week, being tomorrow, Friday. But also next week, potentially some more EU shorts into the new year, and see EU head all the way down into 1.0. Back to parity, the dollar goes. The link to fill in the form is here in the chat, guys. I've pinned it in the chat. Euro yen, USD Swiss, NZD USD. I mean, yeah. Okay, so guys, you know my main pair is EU, so definitely looking for EU shorts. GPUSD is not interesting at the moment. GPUSD is ranging, but overall EU is looking good for further downside. Now NZD USD, we didn't discuss that one yet, and then we'll also have a quick look again at Euro yen for those who really want. Myself here on NU. I mean, like overall, the daily is very clearly still bearish. Go down in towards the 4 hour. You can see that the 4 hour currently has demand in control. So again, all we do is we just analyze the individual candlesticks. So what I can see here is that we had a fractal low break, then we have a fractal high break, and then we have this as your demand zone in control. So currently demand is still in control, and we need to break the fractal low, and then I'll get in on a short on NZD USD. But until then, I'm just staying out of it. So waiting for that. What form is that? The form is pinned at the top of the chat. Yeah, guys. The form is pinned at the top of the chat. Okay, guys. So Euro Yen, as well as I explained earlier, Euro Yen is very similar to GJ at the moment. It's just a little bit messy. This is a real December market, as I mentioned earlier. We want to get on this and not on this. So waiting. Let's have a look at NZDCAD. What is USD Yen, by the way, doing in the meantime? USD Yen in the meantime is, let's see, 1 hour, 15 minutes. Yeah, so 15 minute, we need this to happen, guys, for any potential longs to play out. So waiting for that. Then we go down into NZDCAD. Let's have a look at NZDCAD, 4 hour time frame. And again, we analyze in the same way over and over again. So with NZDCAD, guys, here, first of all, the daily time frame. The daily time frame is, okay, so the daily time frame, we tapped in towards the demand zone over here. Overall, like you would say that you're still bullish. Then from a daily perspective, the fractal structure is a little bit ugly because the fractal structure is actually bearish in between this. So this is currently kind of like your supply zone that is in control. So I don't really like the daily. Looking at the 4 hour, however, the 4 hour just grabbed liquidity underneath all of these equal lows. So now what you would need to see here on NZDCAD is a break of this fractal high, and then get in on a long, and then just fuel or mirror this entire move up. That is what I would personally be wanting to see on NZDCAD. But yeah, it makes sense to push up higher. Let's see. Gold on the 1 hour time frame, was that sweep area created early morning today during Frankfurt Open? Not sure what you are referring to. Not sure what you're referring to. Gold on the 1 hour time frame, was that a sweep area created early morning today from where we rejected at Frankfurt Open? This as, oh, you mean this is a sweep area? Yeah, I mean you could consider this a sweep area in the sense that it took out previous liquidity. And then we see kind of like a fake out in towards the upside, and then boom, straight push down. Therefore, you could view this as a sweep zone. It's not the strongest sweep zone, but it is a sweep zone, and yeah, that's where we push down from indeed. So yeah, you can classify these as strong areas of supply. However, it's a lot stronger when there's like liquidity in the overall push down. AUDNZD, let's have a look at that for you. So AUDNZD here on the daily and the 4 hour. So with AUDNZD at the moment, I'm only really interested in shorts once we take out the last high over here. Once we take out that high, then I'll be looking at a short position. That's pretty much it for AUDNZD. Because for now, we're bullish. I mean, you have this daily fractal structure, which is now bullish. So overall, the swing structure as well with the push up, pull back, push up, pull back, push up, pull back. And you would expect another push up. So no shorts yet, but no longs yet as well. Maybe a long once we retrace deeper. Let's have a look. What else, guys? AUDSwiss sell after taking descending liquidity. Let's have a look at AUDSwiss. Yeah, AUDSwiss, I mean, AUDSwiss could already push down lower. We built up equal lows over here, and we have a liquidity high over here as well. We come in towards this supply zone. So now you would want to wait for some more bearish confirmation. For now, demand is in control, very obviously, over here. So maybe if we break that, we could look for shorts. Otherwise, just continue looking for longs here on AUDSwiss and yeah, long it into this area of supply and let it take out this high over here. So one more long looks to make sense on AUDSwiss unless it breaks structure, and then we could look for short. You draw those XXX so passionately, brother. Thank you, man. USDSwiss is pushing higher. Yeah, I mean, USDSwiss is nice. Personally, looking for further upside from here on USDSwiss. Dollar overall still strong. We have this as our area of demand where we tapped into, and now we saw a bullish fractal high break happen. So we broke this daily fractal high. Then you go down in towards the 4-hour time frame, and as well you can see that the 4-hour is bullish as well. This is currently your low. So yeah, definitely more interested in some further upside from USDSwiss. Let's have a look at German 30. The thing is with German 30, like, oh, what do you want me to say about this? Like, it's up. You can just simply follow the overall order flow. And for now, order flow is bullish, so it makes sense to keep on looking for longs on this. That's all I can say. Just makes sense to keep looking for longs on it. We can have a look at NASDAQ. I'll be looking for a long on NASDAQ very, very soon once again. We're now retracing in towards this demand zone. Then we go down in towards the 4 hours. So the daily obviously is bullish. The 4 hour as well is bullish. And I made a video on this very recently, a short. So what I'll be looking at this is now this refined area of 4 hour demand, but also just the 1 hour demand zone in general. And now we just need to see something like this happen. So let's wait for some liquidations because there's no liquidity in this push up. So what we need is the market to drop a little bit lower and then get some early buyers in, maybe on this like support and resistance level. Give us like one bullish candle, then boom, liquidate them, and then wait for the change of character to then go long. That's what I'll be waiting for. NZDJPY looking for a potential long. However, we've now broken the 4 hour fractal structure. So for myself, this is not interesting anymore. This was the 4 hour fractal low. We broke that. So now it's just not on the radar anymore. So yeah, staying out of NZDJPY. EURUSD, you guys are asking what is a valid short on EU. Okay, so again, guys, all we do is the same thing over and over again. We have the attack plan here on EU, and the attack plan is to go short. Why? Because momentum is bearish, right? So we see push down, we see a correction, we see a push down, we see a correction, and now we expect another push down, okay? So what has happened is that obviously with Trump in office, he is bullying everybody into just meeting his demands, which is good for the dollar because now the dollar is getting stronger and stronger. It's the reason why you're seeing USDCAD pump so hard, because what happened is that Trump announced that there's going to be like these tariffs, enforced on the Canada. I'm not exactly sure anymore, to be honest. I kind of forgot exactly what he was mentioning. I think it was 100% tariff or 75 or 50% tariffs or whatever on all the imports from Canada. So what does that mean? Trudeau, the president of Canada, I was nearly going to say this guy, but the president of Canada, he came to Mar-a-Lago, which is kind of like the residence of Trump and his golf course in Florida in the United States. And he said, like, you need to do all of these things and you need to do this and you need to do this with your borders, and then we'll remove the tariffs. So Trump literally has Canada in his back pocket, and that's why you're seeing now that CAD is being a little bit weak against the US dollar, and that's why USDCAD is flying up, because Trudeau has become the puppet of Trump. And not like it was there in the meeting, but obviously this is what I get from X, or also known as formerly Twitter. Yeah, US oil is pushing down, guys. Yes, nice. So I hope some of you got into this short, which was shared here at the beginning of the stream. Yeah, make sure to check it out. Obviously, it's now running around 1.8% in profit. Who is in this trade that Rutger explained at the beginning of the stream, guys? You could already put it to break even if you want, or you could obviously place your stop loss above the high of this candle, or you just let it run with the original stop loss, or you close some profits out. But a nice free trade for you guys. hope some of you are in it. Yeah, guys, make sure to leave a like. We need at least 200 likes on the stream, guys. Otherwise, I think I'm just going to stop streaming for the rest of my life. Fantastic, Vinod. Very happy to hear that you got into oil, my man. Very happy to hear. What else, guys? What else? Maxi, fantastic, man. Congratulations. I hope it dumps like a madman. Let's see. In EU right now, yeah, I mean, I agree with EU, guys. Overall, EU still is a little bit rangy just because the news obviously came out, so that will just always cause market conditions to be a little bit consolidative, hence why I prefer not to be in these kind of positions. But obviously the 4-hour candlestick just closed bearish, so for now sellers are still definitely in control. Maybe one more retracement in towards this kind of like refined area of supply. But again, guys, what do we need for sells on EU? Okay, as always, we know that we're bearish. Then what do we see? We see the daily fractal low break. So for now, the daily is completely fine and complying with all the requirements that I have to look for a potential short. We grabbed liquidity above this high over here, and we saw a daily fractal structure change. So therefore, everything on the daily time frame for me on EU is bearish. The swing structure, the fractal structure, and liquidity wise. Then we dive down in towards the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, we can also see that the overall order flow is bearish as well. I don't need to repeat that pretty much. You guys all understand. The 4-hour fractal structure is also bearish, and the 4-hour swing structure is also bearish. So overall, happy to get in on EU shorts. It's already good to pump down lower. You can already be in this. It's already a good shorts. So just my rule, I don't trade with the news, but this is already yeah, a good short, which should pump down lower. But what I'll personally just be doing, I'll just be looking to get in tomorrow into this. That is what I'll be doing. Thank you, DVD. Means a lot, man. Yeah, guys, make sure to check out the daily market outlook every single day, guys. Every single day. Yeah, you can always just put a 1 to 3 risk to reward on US oil. Let's see what else. AU is still pushing. Nice. Yeah, man, I hope for a lot of you, I know a lot of you are in EURUSD shorts. Let's hope this thing just dumps down lower, man. Would be really, really nice. Fantastic, Steven. EuroGBP shorts. Yeah, I mean, EuroGBP is nice. Mick Lowell, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate that you're in that US oil short. Congratulations. What do you think of GBPJPY? GBPJPY is not interesting. Same as Euro Yen, it's consolidating. EURUSD is far more interesting. It's very, very soon. AUDUSD already moved. The short is not interesting anymore, in my opinion. EuroGBP, let's see. Yeah, I mean, EuroGBP shorts still make sense from here. I would agree. Just not a pair that I really favor trading too much. It's actually a pair I kind of try to avoid because of the choppy nature. But yeah, I mean, this still looks good, very obviously, to take out all of these lows, right? So a lot of trendline liquidity underneath. So let's see it dump down lower. Broke the fractal structure, so it definitely makes sense to drop down lower. Hey, Livestream, yeah, man. Hey, Fabio, would you explain what is your risk management? And thank you for the work, man. Thanks so much, Isaac. Yeah, what you want to know on risk management, it's pretty much just 1% risk per trade. Pretty much that. And then for prop firms, we have a little bit of a different risk model. Yeah, actually just that. USDSwiss, we already discussed it. What do you want to see for buys? I mean, guys, every single time we get into a trade, we need to look for something called cold order flow, right? So if we look here at the 4-hour time frame, this is where the demand zone is. We need to see that tapped, and then we need to see momentum kick in, or it needs to push up higher, then form something like this, form a demand zone here, and then form structure again to give us a long. Now you're here. Like if we look at structure, like on USDSwiss, you are now here. So at any point in time, you could see a pullback, or this is the pullback, and then it just continues up higher, but then this becomes the demand zone again from where you want to go long. So that's why I'm not looking at USDSwiss now. Guys, if you spam, I'll just time you out. No real need to spam, please. What else? Fabio have discussion on EuroCAD. Let's have a look at EuroCAD. What's happening over there? EuroCAD is consolidating like mad. It's waiting, I guess, for Euro news here. What do we have? Balance of trade. We have manufacturing PMI. Yeah, I mean, EuroCAD overall is just consolidating. Overall momentum is still down. What else? Yeah, I mean, it is pushing down lower still. The thing here with EuroCAD is that previously you had a very nice area of supply over here, and this is what we always preach, right, guys? So we get the fake out. This is a perfect example of a sweep zone where you get a sweep of liquidity, then fake out, strong push down, retest, you build up liquidity inside the supply, you take out that liquidity out, and then you get the real sell-off. So now you can see still supply is in control over here. So nothing on the buy side, definitely not on the buy side. So only looking for further downside until we see anything else. Gold is crashing. Yeah, gold is crashing, guys. Why is gold crashing? It obviously took liquidity above the highs. What else? We have supply currently in control. Apparently this was enough to push the market down lower. For now, this supply zone is in control, so it should just follow the overall momentum down lower and lower. So let's follow the 15-minute time frame down lower. As we just mentioned, this was like your liquidity low. So now let's see where it forms a base. Will it form a base here? Will it take out more lows? Let's see. Like, let's leave it. How do you get the news indicator on TradingView? You double click on down below. You need to go to events. So settings, events, and then economic events, and only future events. Do you think 0.5 risk is good in FT mode challenge? No, I think you should use more. Yeah, Ninja needs to chill out, Steven. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Just a quick update again, as we do 2 times a week here on the stream on YouTube. So don't forget to leave a like on the stream, and then yeah, the next stream will be very, very soon. I'm not sure if we're going to do one on YouTube next week. So probably all the live streams next week will be inside Discord. So if you're not inside Discord yet, make sure to join. You guys know what the Discord joining link is. I've just dropped it here in the chat. So make sure to join the Discord. Raj, your GBP is still bearish, only looking for shorts. But the Discord link is here in the chat. No dance today, no, because we only got 200 likes. So no 300 likes, so no dance, Alessio. But yeah, I've dropped the Discord link. So make sure to join Discord, and I'll see you guys there. And who knows, we'll do a stream later today as well, and talk about what we should have for dinner. If anybody's interested. So thanks so much for joining, guys, and also, as always, thank you for leaving a like on the stream. It means the world to me, and I'll see you very, very soon inside Discord. Ciao, guys.